Hey, happy Tuesday, everyone. Civic duty done, and I've got my compost out. Major healing accomplishment, and now it's time to eat. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Radical Geek YouTube channel, and today is Tuesday, and we are doing our What I Eat in a Day vlog, plus a game a day to help us make some decisions on things we might want to do for gifts or just to have fun at home. But I have done my voting and I am now ready for breakfast. So what I did was I took two egg white wraps that I made and crisped them up lightly, not all the way crispy, in my air fryer. And then I just tossed some fried eggs on top. They're a little more done than I would normally like, but it is what it is. This is messy breakfast, not, this is, sorry, I'm not a Martha Stewart. It just didn't happen. And some bacon. I have a coffee because I'm ready for my coffee experience. It was chilly out this morning. Uh, and water with electrolytes. So that's it for the morning. I have a fun game to share with you guys today. Of course, every day I'm going to tell you I have a fun game because I think all of the games are fun. So I'll see you guys soon. Let me know what you are having for your first meal of the day, your break fast meal. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Hey everyone. So, game of the day is Forbidden Island. So, why would I pick this game? Well, because it is older, but it's still a good game. This was a game right game. It's 2 to 4 players, and just so you know, it says for ages 10 and up, but you can teach this to children who are quite a bit younger. Plus, I consider this what I call a gateway game because it's easy to pick up. It gives you some general mechanics that are familiar with a lot of other games that are maybe more advanced or the topics are a bit more uh, grown up. But what Forbidden Island is a cooperative game. This means that all of the players take on characters and the characters work together to achieve the goal of the game. The goal of this game is that you have your island, which is a set of tiles, laid out on the table to make your island. And as you work through the game, these tiles flip over to show the pieces that have sunk. As you travel through the island together, trying to make decisions where to move and what actions to take, which you have on these, and you have your characters. Uh, you cooperatively help each person make decisions to take their turns. Your goal is twofold. You need to save all the treasures. There's fun little, so they've got like these nice miniatures before your island sinks. And of course, you've got your little player tokens. And that's really the essence of the game. But each turn, a piece of the board gets flipped over and sinks, so you have to start traveling around it. And as the rounds go, it gets harder and harder. There's some limitations. There are rules about what constitutes the end of the game. Basically, you've got, the water's rising. You've got sandbags to help stop the waters. Some of the characters can do special things, like maybe summon a helicopter to help get you around more of the island quickly. Uh, each turn or each round, things change, tiles flip, bad things happen. As bad things happen, it gets harder and harder to survive. So you hopefully, before you reach the end, you have achieved the goals that pull up in the round, or your island sinks and everybody does not survive. So this is a great game, and one of the reasons, like I said, when I call it a gateway game, I mean because This is how games like Pandemic or uh, Legendary, the there's a lot of games like this. So, but this one, it's a really great introduction, and anybody, any age can play it. You aren't competing against each other; you're working together. So it definitely gives everybody opportunity to contribute the entire game through. You all win together. You all lose together. So that is why I thought Forbidden Island is a fantastic family game. It's also not super expensive. It comes in that nice little tin, has nice little pieces, very durable, and like I said, it just makes it easily accessible to people and then prepares you to play more complex versions of that game. I can tell you when I mentioned that you can teach younger children, um, when my kid was 7, that was a long time ago. So yes, this game is older because 20, they're in their 20s now. So, um, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so when they were 7, they didn't always join us to play games because a lot of them were too hard. And not that we didn't have plenty of games that they could play, so they were included in some, but then, like kids are, their attention span wanes and they want to go do other things. Fine. But we were playing Forbidden Island and they joined us. And at 7 years old, they chimed up and they said, "Hey, these guys stole these rules from Pandemic, a game that they had seen us play many times, as we love it in this household, and had always just assumed that they would be disinterested or that it would be too complex. But as you can see, at 7 years old, they were able to understand that the flow of the game was essentially the same. Now, uh, mechanics like that are not copyrightable. Um, it's the flavor of the game and some of the little tweaks here and there that make the games different. So they weren't wrong when they said it's the same game with a different skin on it. But it was actually quite charming at the same time. From there on, we kind of like upped the ante on what they were joining us for. So um, it's an excellent family game and perfect for that family gift to give at like to the holidays, all that kind of fun stuff. It's also a great game to take to team building exercises. Uh, one of the games that I had was called Fallen Sky, same kind of concept, but everybody has to get together to build a rocket to escape the Earth that is destructing itself. So that was a fun game, really time pressure sensitive, turn sensitive, and really had a lot of high speed where everybody had to work together to get that accomplished goal. So that's a fun genre of games. And like I said, so Forbidden Island, enjoy. Hey, y'all, so here we are, time for meal two. And I have some of that roast beef, 3 slices. And then here in the middle is a mini air fryer frittata. I wanted to make sure I had my timing down so that we can demonstrate this on our Sunday live stream. Frittatas were requested by one of our awesome subscribers, and I wanted to make sure we had that. And then I've just got some of the egg bread toasted up with some butter. So simple meals, but very satisfying. So that is good. And I'm still drinking water because that's what we can have, water. Now, I also can tell you about a little bit with reintroduction because that'll be coming up next Wednesday. Um, we have talked about it, and I know I did a whole thing about reintroduction and how that's going to work. But we're already having one coffee experience a day. So also on the 17th, we will be having 2 coffees a day, which is back to normal for me. Usually I've always had my espresso and cup of coffee in the morning, and then in the afternoon, I would have my second cup. Not always every day, but most days, and I find that that is something that I have really missed. Um, it's less about needing the caffeine and more about now is when I start getting a little bit um, cold. I mean, even in the summer, and also just my mood elevator from sitting at work all day. Just like the smell is very invigorating, I find that having my cup of coffee really just makes me feel good emotionally. I know that a lot of people find that problematic and can say that that's not an okay experience and maybe that I should try harder to get rid of it. But I already have so many restrictions in my life that that small pleasure I think is going to be well worth it to me. Um, I don't have any issues. My doctors don't have any problems with it. So uh, I can clearly do without it, but it doesn't make me a happier individual. I don't need it, but I do miss it quite a lot. So, uh, yeah, that's just a little tidbit to throw out there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go eat my meal and get this video put together and published out. I hope that you enjoy Forbidden Islands should you choose to pick it up, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. See you later. Bye bye.